Hey everyone, welcome to Kempner Canucks. My name is RevTrev, and I'm so glad that you're here because tonight we're diving in to the playoff preview. Everyone, we're going to the playoff preview, the prediction video. Actually, and the big question that we're asking tonight is who's winning Lord Stanley's Cup? Okay, who's winning the Stanley Cup, everyone? So glad you're here. Okay, now I know a lot of you are in hockey pools. A lot of you are in different scenarios of, trying to make, maybe you are even making bets with everyone. I don't know. There might be some information that you hear here, and I'm going to be diving into what my predictions are, but we're going to go through each series tonight. I want to thank you for being here. I had to start this stream a little bit later than planned. Was making all these cool graphics, and it took way too much time to do. And that's kind of the story of my life when it comes to these videos, but it is what it is. And I'm looking forward to talking about the NHL playoffs. Now, if you're watching, you're brand new to this video, this channel, and you're saying, why would I listen to a Canucks fan whose team's out of the playoffs? Hey, that's a fair point, right? But we're hockey fans first and foremost, and we're Canuck fans as well. So we're just going to have some fun with it. And we're very sad that our team's not in the playoffs, everyone, okay? So it is what it is, and we're still going to enjoy it. And everyone keeps asking me, RevTrev, who are you going to be cheering for? And I don't know if there's a specific team that I'm like, I want this team to win the cup. But there's a lot of teams I want to do well. I want to do well. So I'm going to go into the first round. We're going to talk about the first round, and then we're going to dive right into the brackets, everyone. We're going to go right into the brackets. So we're going to dive in. Now, just before we dive into everything, the last thing I want to talk to you about is my NHL bracket. It's on bracketchallenge.nhl.com. The league is called Kempner Canucks. You can search it. It's free. Please dive in. Join us and make your predictions. There's nothing on the line. You're just going to make an account on NHL.com, and then you can join it. So you got to make sure. I'll kind of show you a little bit of how to get there, but I want to invite you to be a part of this. Okay. Let's now finally, after I've been saying this a million times, let's dive in to the first round of the playoffs. Now, we're going to talk about this big matchup. Actually, there are so many matchups. I actually almost every single matchup I'm super interested in. I just don't know how I'm going to be able to watch them all. And I don't know. There's only going to be a few games that I'm going to be able to catch and really dive into. I don't know if there's going to be a series that's going to jump out at me compared to other series. So we'll see. But this one interests me, but I don't know if I'm going to watch it. I'll just be honest with you. I'm not sure this is the one that's going to catch my eye. As a Quinn Hughes fan, I'm leaning that I want the Devils to win this series, okay? But look, it's actually a little closer than you think. 99 points for the Hurricanes and 91 for the Devils. You're going to see on the right-hand side of the screen, it's going to say season series 2-2. Most of these season series are a lot closer. There's only a couple that aren't close at all this season. Now, some of them they played each other when there was injuries and all kinds of different things that were going on. So just a heads up, everyone. Just a reminder, I'm not going to go that deep a dive who is playing at all. We'll probably get into that a little bit with the Oilers Kings one, but I'm really looking forward to the battle of red and white, and black. Red, white, and black fighting each other. The logos look similar, have the same colors. This is going to be one of those confusing series, but I'm cheering for Quinn's brothers, Luke and Jack Hughes. But I'm telling you right now, I'm going to be taking the Carolina Hurricanes in this series, but I think it's going to be close, and I'll be cheering for the New Jersey Devils. Now we'll go into the next one. I absolutely love this one. The Toronto Maple Leafs finally do not play Boston or the Tampa Bay Lightning. So it should be smooth sailing, right, everyone? Smooth sailing. Here's the problem. I don't know if you've noticed, even in the last 5 years, regular season-wise, it always seems that Toronto has a challenge with the Ottawa Senators, and there's nothing different about this year. Look at the season series, everyone. If I have that right, if I have that right, that is absolutely insane. That is absolutely insane. And I'm just going to bring it up and make sure, because it's like, is that for reals right now? Is that for reals? Because if that is, how many people are going to be picking the Senators in this series? I'm just going to bring it up again just to make sure. Okay. Am I seeing that right? It's right. Toronto has not beaten the Ottawa Senators this year, everyone. That is crazy. Here's the thing. The Sens haven't looked even remotely afraid of the Leafs in their regular season tilts over the past few years. Could an upset be in the cards? Now, think about this for a moment. If the Toronto Maple Leafs lose this series, I'm telling you right now, the fans are they always want to blow it up, but especially going to blow it up. Especially. I don't know why the Senators are the kryptonite to the Toronto Maple Leafs. So I don't get it. I you know what? I just don't understand this. How in the world did Ottawa sweep the Leafs and now they play each other? So it's like, oh, cool. We don't have to play Tampa Bay. We don't have to play the Boston Bruins. They didn't make the playoffs. But we'll just play Ottawa. Oh, no problem. Oh, wait a minute. We didn't beat them this season. Here's the thing about Toronto, though. In my opinion, they've got the best goaltending that they've had in about last 5 years. Whether it's Stolarz, if he cannot do it, Wall come in, and I think he's a good goaltender. But, man, the improvements that the Ottawa Senators have made, this is going to be a very difficult one to predict. Because Allmark alone brings goaltending, which they did not have for decades. This just blows me away, everyone. This absolutely blows me away. I want to pick the Leafs here because I want to pick the underdogs, which should be the Leafs. This is one of those series I might watch. This is one that I might be like, I'm watching this. I want to see the fireworks. This is going to be incredible. What do you think? Because Toronto's built to win in the playoffs. Like, they've got the chemistry, but they failed over and over and over again. So this is the hard part. But like, it seems like Ottawa just has that team. Man, after seeing this 3-0, it is hard to pick Toronto. I know a lot of people are cheering for Ottawa. Toronto will melt down if they lose this series. That's what I'm saying right now. I'm going to go. The reason I'm going to go with the Toronto Maple Leafs on this one, even though these stats tell me differently, is because Toronto's played in the playoffs before. Now you're saying, yeah, but they always lose in the first round. At some point, that experience is going to help them, okay? That is my guess there. Okay, that is my guess there. They outscored the Leafs by a combined margin of 7-3. That said, the matchup wasn't at all that lopsided. None of the games were a blowout. So there's one empty netter in the third. I'm just saying, like, Marner has 100 points leading these. Like, the top 5 players for the Toronto Maple Leafs is Marner at 100, Nylander at 84, Austin Matthews only at 77. Those 3 players all was higher than Ottawa's best player with only 67 points. John Tavares was the next highest with 74. And then it goes Drake Batherson, 65. Brady Tkachuk wasn't. Matthew Knies was higher. Then Brady Tkachuk. Matthew Knies at 56 points. Brady Tkachuk at 55. This seems to me that this is going to be a nightmare, everyone. A nightmare for the Toronto Maple Leafs. But I have a feeling that they're going to prevail. I know. Against all odds, okay? Against all odds. I'm going to go there. I'm going to go Toronto. A lot of people have Toronto. But if Ottawa wins, I'm telling you right now, Toronto, it's not going to burn to the ground, but the fan base is going to lose their minds. All right, let's go to the Washington Capitals. This team is absolutely stellar. 111 points. The oldest team in the NHL, proving everyone wrong. I'm under the assumption right now that age doesn't matter as much in the NHL because of the way that technology is, that they know how the body's designed, the way they can train nowadays. Washington is the oldest team. Like they are basically senior citizens in hockey terms, and they're winning games. Ovechkin just beat everyone. That big record for goals scored. That's why Grogu's no longer there. I gave him to Dell. I lost the bet. He's gone. This is tough. I love the Habs too, but I love what the Capitals are doing. I mean, if Ovechkin goes out and wins another cup and just rides in the sunset as the greatest goal scorer of all time and gets his second cup, that would be so cool. That would be so stinking cool. But the story of the Habs might be cooler. Nah, maybe not. Maybe not. It won't be cooler, but it's still amazing. It's amazing. You got Suzuki, Caulfield. You've got Hudson, who has been Quinn Hughes-esque in his performance. I did not see that coming. This is probably going to be a series that I tune into for sure. The Washington Capitals, Montreal Canadiens. Okay, the reason why I'm going to go with the Capitals on this one is because look at 111 points to 91. I'm sorry, a 20-point difference. Washington won this season series. Never lost a regulation game. I'm going with the Capitals. I'm not going to overthink this one. They have too much firepower. They have too much experience. The Habs are blessed to be there, but the Habs have been playing some playoff hockey lately. If the Habs upset, I'm going to love it. I am absolutely going to love it. But, yeah. Then the last one is the Tampa Bay Lightning versus the Florida Panthers, Stanley Cup champions. 102 points, 98 points. That's not close. That's not a big difference, everyone. That's not a big difference at all. Then you got Tampa Bay and Florida. They tied the season series. I think this game's going to 7. I think it's going to 7. And both these teams have playoff pedigree. I'm wondering what you guys are thinking. I'm leaning the Panthers on this one. I'm absolutely leaning the Panthers on this one. So, yeah. So, yeah, I'm going to go with the Panthers, former Stanley Cup champs. Are they going to go back-to-back? That's a good question. We're going to go there. I'm going to go with Florida on this one. It's a tight race, everyone. It's a tight race. That's the one I'm going with. Post in the comments what you are going with. Okay. Think that we've done all of the East. Now we're heading to the West. Let's start with Colorado versus the Avalanche. Again, another tight series. Dallas Stars get the home ice advantage. And again, only 4-point difference. What's wild about this matchup is Rantanen versus the Avalanche. Never wanted to leave the Avs. Here he is in Dallas. This is crazy. This is a great story. Just like the Battle of Florida here and the Battle of Ontario, those are awesome. The Battle of Red, White, and black. You've got the Dallas Stars and the Colorado Avalanche. And look how tight this race was during the season series. Dallas won 1-1, Colorado 2-1. I'm going to go with the Dallas Stars because of two reasons. One, goaltending. And number two, Dallas has home ice advantage. No, and three, they've got Rantanen. I just have a feeling that the Dallas Stars, now people are going, there's no Heiskanen. You can't count out McKinnon. You can't count out Makar. I don't like the Avs goaltending situation still. It's not Georgiev, but I just don't think it's good enough. And Nashis, I don't think is a real big-time playoff performer compared to Rantanen. I'm going with the Dallas Stars on this one. Yeah, that's what I'm going to go with. Okay. Now, let's go the Vegas Golden Knights versus the Minnesota Wild. I'm a huge, not fan of the Golden Knights. I'm just a huge, these guys are legit. They could win the Stanley Cup. They're that good. That's how good they are. 108 points. Minnesota played good hockey at the end, 97. Now, here's the thing about Minnesota that they could definitely upset this Vegas for this reason alone. They only have 97 points and missed Kaprizov for most of the year. I had him in the hockey pool. It was super frustrating. He was averaging 2 points a game. And Joel Eriksson Ek is back now. I can see that this being a little closer. But if you look at the season series, Vegas wins 3-0. Minnesota did not win a game against the Vegas Golden Knights. It's like Vegas has their number. They're bigger, stronger, faster. I don't know what it is, whatever it's the playoff pedigree. I have no idea why they dominated them because Minnesota's actually better. If Minnesota was playing Winnipeg or someone like that, I might be picking the Wild. That's how good I think they are. But I'm going to go with the Vegas Golden Knights here. I'm going with the Vegas Golden Knights. Then in this one, St. Louis has been playing great hockey as well. But the beloved, listen, all Canucks fans, not all, most Canuck fans are going to be picking Winnipeg here. I think that this seems like the no-brainer pick. If you look even at the season series, it's a little closer than you think, everyone, because you've got two regulation losses and one overtime. So St. Louis could have this won that game. That's a 2-2 series, but it's not. So look at that. That's a lot. That's another 20-point difference. It's a lot. It's a lot. I'm going with Winnipeg because, again, they have been together for a long time. Is Binnington going to be able to beat Hellebuck twice? I don't think so. I'm going with Winnipeg on this. This one seems a little bit closer than it looks on paper. But, man, if the Blues upset the Jets, Canada is going to be upset. Most people are going to pick the Winnipeg Jets to win the Stanley Cup. Which leads me to the last one. This is the one I may watch the most, is the LA Kings versus the Edmonton Oilers. Listen, they have played each other. They have played each other 4 years in a row. They are sick of playing each other. They can't stand each other. Darnell Nurse, what he did to Quinton Byfield was absolutely atrocious. Getting 1 game suspension was not good enough. He should have got a playoff game as well. Cross-check to the neck head area. Then he's down and cross-checks him in the back of the head. Again, I just think is unacceptable. I'm picking the Oilers in this, even though most people are picking the Kings. And the reason why is McDavid and Draisaitl. I'm sorry. Now, I love Darcy Kemper as a goaltender. LA has a good shot. If they don't win this year, I don't know when they're going to win. This is their time, and they are up 3-1 in the series. They just beat Edmonton 5-0, but there was no Draisaitl and there was no McDavid. Are the injuries going to catch up with the Oilers? Some people are going to say yes. Some people are going to say yes. What do you think? I want to just go into the comments right now. I want to see everyone is going to be picking who? Oh, wait a minute. I gotta bring the banner down. Okay, let's get some comments. Okay. LA, Mike says, Angelo says the Kings. Dell says, unfortunately, the Oilers take this one. Bing Tang says LA. Callum says LA Knight. Yeah. Oilers are cooked. LA Knight. Okay. LA Kings. I don't know if it's Knights. LA will slay the beast with all those injuries. Okay. So I'm going against the flow here, everyone. I'm going against the flow. Thank you, Callum. Already is a YouTube star, superstar. Like and subscribe for free, and get to say you knew Kempner Canucks when he was weak and couldn't walk yet. Dell thinks that St. Louis is going to get hot and the Jets are going to choke again. That could happen, everyone. That could happen. Okay, I should have been diving into all the comments, but I'm sorry. We're gonna go into this. We're gonna go into this right now. Now, this is the NHL. This is the NHL bracket challenge. Okay, I've cleared out all my picks. So we talked today, and so when you go in here, okay, and you make your picks, okay, you can go. So I'm going to go Winnipeg. I said I'm picking Dallas, even though I think I'm going to cheer for Colorado. I'm picking Dallas there. I'm picking Vegas, and then I'm picking the Oilers. Okay. Once you pick that whole side, and I'll just make sure you guys can see this. Yeah, you can. Once you pick the whole side, where am I? Right here. Then you have to pick and how many games only for the first round. Okay. So I think this is going 6. I think this is going 7. I think this is going 5, everyone. And this one, Oilers win at home. That's what I'm going. When in doubt, pick 6 games. That is the best. If you can't figure it out, just pick 6. It probably should be 7, but I'm going 6, Edmonton. There we go. So that's done. Okay. Now, here, first round, I'm going Leafs over Senators. I should not be doing it. I should pick in the Senators. Oh, my goodness. I'm going to pick Florida here. Even though I like the Lightning a lot, I just think Florida is just too good. I'm going to pick the Capitals, even though I think I'm cheering for Montreal. And I'm cheering for the Devils, but I'm taking the Carolina Hurricanes. Okay? This is going to go 7. They're going to win at home. This is going to go 7. This is going to go 6. And this is going to go 6. Okay? So Toronto in 7. Florida in 7. Capitals in 6. Hurricanes in 6. I wish I want to. Okay, I'll show you what I really want to do. I want Winnipeg. This is what I want. Okay. I want this. Do I want the Kings? I don't like watching the Kings. I still want the Oilers. Okay. I want Ottawa. I want Tampa. I want Montreal, and I want the Devils. That's what I want to happen. Okay. That's what I want to happen, but I don't think that's going to happen. Dallas, Vegas, Edmonton. We got Carolina, Capitals, Florida, and Maple Leafs. Okay. So I think it's still the same for the okay, let me just clear it again. Let me clear it again. You can clear it as many times as you want. You can change as many times as you want until Saturday morning. So we're going here, 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 Edmonton. Okay. So what did I say? 6, 7, 5, 7. Boom. Then I'm going Toronto, Florida, Capitals, Hurricanes. 6, 6, 7, 7. Bam. Okay. I'm going Winnipeg here. I do not think Dallas is going to do it. Well, they could. They were great. They were in the Western Conference Finals last year. This is where the Oilers' reign ends, and I believe that Vegas is going to win. So the top 2 teams in the West are going. This is gross. Hurricanes, Capitals. Okay, I'm going Florida here. Florida here. Capitals. Oh, man. Wow. Okay, so my final 4 is Winnipeg, Vegas Golden Knights, Capitals, and Florida Panthers. I think the Florida Panthers have too much. They're going to the finals. I want to say Vegas is going to the finals, everyone. Man, they got the experience. They got the players. Oh, no, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. Okay, I'm really torn here. I want to go. Yeah, this is what I'm going to do. 36 goals, okay? Cap locks on, hit the bracket. This is what I'm doing. Florida versus the Vegas Golden Knights in the finals. Ooh, I don't like that. Florida does a back-to-back. They're back-to-back champions. That's a tough one. It's a tough one. Okay, so it's saved. All right? It's saved. I can edit the bracket. I can change my mind. I want to go Winnipeg here. Winnipeg or... I'm still going to go with Florida to win it. Okay. This is tough. This is tough. I'm going to go with the Florida Panthers to win it. But if they lose in the first round, my whole bracket's screwed. Okay. Final answer. Wait a minute. I gotta see how Winnipeg and Vegas. What? Let's see. Jets versus Golden Knights. Last 10 games. Okay. So April 3rd, December, November. Okay. Let's go here. Okay. So the Jets won 4-0. Then the Golden Knights won 3-2 in overtime. And then the Knights won 4-3 in November. Wow. Yeah, I'm going to have to go the Knights. I'm going the Vegas Golden Knights, everyone. I know. This is craziness. This is craziness. So, yeah. So, yeah, anyone but the Leafs, Callum says. Okay, so here we are. Here we are, Ben. Don't embarrass myself by picking Dallas over the Avs. Are you kidding? I would love to see the Jets win the Cup, personally. Angelo says it's going to be Vegas and the Leafs. I'm just going to go with this. Okay, if you think you can beat me, make sure you do this, okay? Okay. Oh, that's what I got. That's what I got. So, wait a minute. I got to bring this back. I want to show you how to get here now, okay? So what you do is you go to leagues, okay? And you go in and you just put Kempner, Kempner, okay? Mine comes up, and then you hit the assign bracket, and it will go into there, right? And you select it, and now it's in. That's how you add it. So you go make a league, make a bracket first, then go to leagues and add it in. You go Kempner Canucks. Okay. You go in. You go you go members, and this is who's all in right now. Okay, so I'm in. You got to make sure you hit everything, everyone. If it doesn't say max possible points, that means you haven't done something right. So some people in here have an Elfrin, you got to redo yours. I think you have to redo it. So make sure it says 404 is the max possible points. Okay? So try to beat me. That's what I'm having here. Yeah. That's how you do it. Okay? That's how you do it. All right, everyone. We're just going to talk about the playoffs. We're not talking about the Canucks here in this one. Dallas had a chance after being blown out every game to win against Nashville. Even got Sagan back, but they still got blown out. Okay. So Dallas lost 6-5 with a minute left against the Nucks. Colorado will beat them. Well, the Canucks swept the Colorado Avalanche this year, so I don't understand that. Yeah, they lost their 5-2 lead against the Canucks, right? Callum, my wife is cheering for Toronto. I shouldn't laugh at that, but yeah. Bing Tangwar says, I'll be cheering for all Canadian teams, but picking U.S. teams. Andrew says, Leafs the way the playoffs are going in the playoff tree potential. Got a chance this year? Yes. No way Dallas wins, bro. Okay. Vegas and the Leafs you're picking. Mike says I'd be happy the Kings versus the Caps final. Oh, I'd hate that. Hate that. Leafs upset Florida. Very, very possible. But I don't know. I just think they're really good. I think Florida's really good. You had Vegas as well. Okay. Let's see what else. Cheering for Winnipeg to win and Minnesota to get swept. That's cool. That's awesome. Rod was first one in here. Says my pick was the Capitals. We shall see if it's fixing to be a good playoffs. Hoping the Oilers bounce in the first round. Cousin Vinny says Tampa versus Vegas, with Tampa winning the Stanley Cup. That's legit too. Monty's here saying Jets are bringing the Stanley Cup back to Canada. Leah is upset that the Canucks aren't in the playoffs. I get it. By the way, have you seen my new video about the season in a nutshell? I just filmed it today. It's an 8-minute video. Go check it out. Leah, you're going to like it. Everyone, go check it out. Jets over Ottawa in the final, and Bettman cries in his cereal. Jack says that Colorado's winning it again. David is jumping on the LA Kings bandwagon. Brian, I agree. This Florida-Tampa Bay series could be the best in the first round. Callum's going with the Jets. Del, sorry, Trev, but without Grogu, this stream has become unwatchable. Well, thanks a lot. You're the one that started. No, it's okay. Jack Hughes being out favors the Canes a lot. I agree. That's why I'm picking them. Toronto and Vegas in the finals, with the Leafs lifting the Stanley Cup. What? Del, are you kidding me? That's insane. I would love it, Rome, if he stole the series. It's a toss-up for sure. Leafs will handle the Sens. No problem, Del says. Del, by the way, thank you for putting Grogu as your profile picture. It will just make me happy every time you comment because I get to see him again. Yeah. We saw last year Vancouver, Edmonton. I do think Toronto can go far in this Stanley Cup. Players have to step up. Leafs in 6. Okay. Mike says Caps. I want Sens to see Steve Dangle freak out. He always freaks out. He's my favorite content creator, and I like a lot of content creators. You're going to go Sens because they have a Kachuk. Okay. Caps for sure. Habs just happy to make the playoffs, and Ovi scored today. That's insane. Man, he's good. And then Colorado wins Cup against Tampa. All right, I'm going to see if there's anything else down here. JB Prod says, I'm biased, but I'm back in my Canes. Go for it. That's what the playoffs is all about. It's a season starts all over again. You could be right, man. Go for it. Join my bracket challenge, man. Join the bracket challenge. And it is all you got to do is make up a bracket at NHL.com. Go find Kempner Canucks. Go under leagues, find Kempner Canucks, okay? And you're good to go. And you're good to go, okay? So, let me just make sure. Yeah, so all you do is go to leagues, you search out Kempner. Like literally, all you have to do is this. Go to leagues. Once you fill out your bracket, Kempner comes up, add into here, and you can assign it, and you're good to go. And you're good to go. Now, again, it's got to look at here. It's got rank number 1, 404. That is important. That is important. You got to have that. You've made a mistake somewhere, everyone. You have to have it say 404. Max possible points. Okay? That means you're missing something. Whether it's the amount of goals in the finals, I'm not sure. So make sure, invite your friends. We're going here, comma. We're going to put this in the comments right now. Everyone, comments right now. You can click on that. It goes right to it, I think. It won't let you sign in. I can't join you can figure it out. You have to have all your picks in before 3:00 on Saturday when the first game starts. I think it's St. Louis, Winnipeg. If the Devils are healthy, I would have definitely said the Devils in 6. Me too, man. Me too. For sure. Kuzmenko, MVP of the playoffs. Just watch it. I would love that. Okay. So, thanks, everyone, for being here. That's my NHL playoff prediction. Who's winning the Lord Stanley Cup? I'm saying the Florida Panthers are going back-to-back. I could be wrong, but I highly doubt it. Well, I hope. I don't know. I don't even know who I'm cheering for this year. I know what I'm cheering for each round, but it's going to be interesting. Adam says the Habs will beat the Caps. That would be awesome. I would love to see that. All right, everyone. Thanks for showing up. We're going to be doing playoff content throughout the playoffs. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe so you know when I'm going to go live. And we're going to be doing all kinds of content. And then the offseason, we're doing tons of Canucks content. Hope you have a great day. Thanks for showing up. Make sure you join that Kempner Canucks playoff challenge. It's free. It's just for fun. Go into it, everyone, and make your predictions in there. Let's see. Let's go head to head and have a good day. Go Canucks, go.